So, hello everybody. Happy Sunday. Um, Happy September the 7th. I know I already put a video out, but I wanted to re-put another video out. So I'm going to explain to y'all why I'm putting this video out before I get started. I don't know if y'all seen my video about, I think it was a couple of months ago or last year sometime. I did a video called Episodes. It was certain parts of the episode. I did episode one, episode two. I'm not doing uh do that tonight. I'm just gonna do just one straight out video. So basically, it was talking about my ex and me in a toxic relationship, and it was also talking about my ex best friend in a toxic relationship. Every time something goes on in my life, I bring it to my social media because that's what y'all here for. Y'all here to hear about my life. Of course, I do a reactions. That's it. Of course. Uh, but I'm also here to do reactions and talk about my life. But hold on, y'all, before I get into that. So I talk about my life and I talk about reactions. I talk about how I became paralyzed. I talk about my seizures. I talk about me how I went to prison. I talk about all of that. If I didn't get to that, I'm gonna break that down to y'all uh here soon. That's gonna be episodes, videos, all of that. That's gonna be coming to you. But but what brings this on is so yesterday, everybody knows it's no secret that I'm gay. Okay. And everybody knows that when you gay, you more or less have a house and you have like gay children, all of that. So unfortunately, I have two gay sons. One of my gay sons, I ain't gonna mention no names. He just don't want to do right when it comes to his life. So back last year when I got sick and I had to go back into the hospital, a lot of stuff came up missing in my house. A lot of stuff was being done in my house, and people was telling me about it. And I just didn't believe them when they told me because I trusted my son. So, but let me tell y'all something as I get along with this story. I already knew how my ex is. My ex is a, what you call it, a man, HOE. And he just do stuff that's crazy. So he slept with my son behind my back. But I guess the guilt got so bad for him that he got to tripping. So I said, okay. I bowed down gracefully. You know me. I ain't got no reason to get mad. Why get mad? Why you gonna get mad? Why you why you going to get mad at something that you not feeling anymore? I left that situation in 2017 because it was toxic. And I seen today the reason why I left it. So yesterday my son came over. He said that he got robbed, this and that. My ex had been giving him money. And I made a statement, said, dang, when I call you, you don't give me no money. Just playing around. My ex made a statement and said, My son don't have nobody down here to help him, and my son ain't got no family or nothing here. And I made a statement said my son did have somebody here helping him, and he said who? And I said me, and he was said okay, but I said but what? He said when I told you about the situation with him a couple of months back, you was not even willing to help him again. And I say, what? Are you serious? I said, after all I had to go through with my son and had to endure, you yourself expected me to bring him back into my home. I said, wow. So I made a statement. I said, you know what? B, get off my phone. And then he said, oh, don't call me another B or I come over there. I said, B, get off my phone. I hung the phone in his face. And I told him, it was a award that you want, I can give it to you. Because I said, you step, I tested him. I said, you step premises on this, if you step 1 ounce on this premises, I will call the police. Because it's due to the fact that I'm laying in a hospital bed and I can't move to defend myself. But see, let me tell y'all something. My ex only buffing up his chest because I am in the hospital bed and I can't defend myself. My ex, if I wasn't in, even everybody said it, if I wasn't in the hospital bed, my ex wouldn't have done it. My ex wouldn't have done it. My ex literally got mad because I said my son couldn't stay here and that he gonna have to stay out there. He gonna have to stay out there and figure it out. So my ex took my son back to the abandoned apartment that he was staying in, and took him home with him to stay with his uncle and his auntie. I said, oh, okay. Cause see, my ex originally called me this morning to tell my son told me that my son was rushed to the hospital because he had a bladder infection. What do you want me to do? And I be trying to get why y'all keep calling me with this? Why y'all keep every time y'all have a problem, y'all want to come around me. But at the end of the day, when I was there helping, I being messed on. So that's why I told my ex, I said, don't call my phone no more. Don't do none of this no more. Don't do none of it no more. I don't want to talk to you no more. I want to be friends. I don't want to be nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be left alone in my peace because I see it's always drama. I can't ever walk away from it. It's always drama when it comes to you. So whatever you and my son got going on, you take care. You take care of my son. You do this. You do that. So yeah, that's what I feel about it. That's the way I feel about it. So that's how I ended this morning. And that's why I say toxic relationship and toxic friendships. It's not worth it. And I want to say this is Men's Awareness Mental Health Month. And let's encourage our men to go out and get help if they have any mental health problems. And that's basically all I have to say. Good night.